Goblins, goblin, goblins, 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 goblins. Surprisingly, goblins. Goblins, 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 goblins. King Goblin. Gangster rap goblin who shot somebody and everyone seems to forget about the fact that they used to shoot people and we now treat him like a fucking teddy bear. Goblins, 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 and some lands. Goblins! We're going to keep a handful of Skirky Boys, ringleaders, and a conspicuous opponent suspends a Rift Bolt, which is interesting. And by interesting, I mean incredibly fucking pedestrian. Another burn deck, which is going to slam a Skirk Prospector into play. In some ways, I'm okay if they Rift Bolt this here. It'll save us 3. Rift Bolt goes to face. They do not respect the Skirk Prospector. A tapped Sacred Foundry from our opponent. I just realised their avatar is a Luris. As if, like, even when it's gone, it's still lurking, fucking teasing me. Fuck you, Luris. Oh, Bloodstained Mire, we're gonna sack it. Get in for 1/1 Skirky Boy. Play a second Skirky Boy. In this way, if they go to kill a Skirky Boy, we can sack Skirky Boy to make a munitions X. If not, we get on top with a ton of mana. A ton of mana! Charmer. 4, draw. Lava Spike us to 6. We need a Sling Gang Lieutenant, we need one pronto. And tap and draw on Auntie's Hovel. We have 2 cards in hand and we're on 6. We could just be dead to multiple bolts here, jeez. Play an Auntie's Hovel, revealing sack a Skirky Boy, make a Ringleader, Grumgully, Trashmaster, and Goblin Ringleader. Let's go to combat and attack them. Really need a Sling Gang Lieutenant, like real bad. Take them to 15. We're on 6. They're burned. This means we're basically dead. Swift Spear coming at us. Oof. Lightning Helix us 3. Take 2. Go to 1. Top deck Slinger. Problem is, Wooded Foothills isn't even active or live anymore. Okay. Snoop Doggy Dog. Has anyone done an altar of him looking like Snoop Dogg yet? Is that a thing? Okay, that's less than ideal. Hit them for 2. They drew a Sunbaked Canyon as their card for turn. They crack their Sunbaked Canyons, draw a card. They need any burn spell. And their deck's full of them, right? There's a lot of them. And they draw a Boros Charm. We're dead. Okay. Let's go to game 2. We're on the play this time, which is a good advantage against burn. We don't have a Dragon's Claw, we don't have a Collective Brutality, we don't have a Sling Gang. All of those things being things we kind of need. I'm going to keep this anyway. That's probably wrong, honestly. We probably should not keep anything without some life gain in it. They keep a 7 as well. Okay, we're going to go Blood Crypt tapped. And pass the turn. Goblin Guide, a traitorous goblin. Look at him, the little bitch. Finds us some munitions experts. That's something. We're going to play Putrid Goblin next turn to block with. 1 Putrid Boy. They crack off out, shock themselves. Monastery Swift Spear. Lightning Bolt our face. Or no, the Putrid Goblin, so it can't block and trade with the Goblin Guide. Makes sense. Attack us for 4. Does Goblin Guide find us a land? Give us a present, old buddy, old pal? No, it finds a Pashalic Mons, which isn't terrible. But it's not exactly where we want to be. No blocks this turn because we want our munitions expert to ping for 2 next. Going to make an expert, shoot and kill the Monastery Spin now. They're tapped out to the Camp Prowess and Grow Tailors. We're not going to block this turn. We're going to keep some board presence. So we're just going to attack with Putrid Goblin. Goblin Guide number 2. Attack. Can we get some lands off these? Come on, guides. Give us some presents. Matron. And of course, Matron again. Shit. Okay. Go to 10. Secure us down to 7. We'll slam a Pashalic here and be on block duty. It's hot Goblin on Goblin action right now. We get bolted down to 4. They untapped. They have Boros Charm in hand. There's no beating that. Our opening hand was not good enough. We should have mulliganed. Fuck. Right, we've won the die roll this time round. Hopefully we won't be against burn. 2 lands and a Skirky Boy and a Snoopy Boy and a Matron Lady. Yeah, let's go for it. We're going to go sack this, shock in a Stomping Ground, and regret all of our decisions if our opponent's on burn. Verdant Catacombs, okay. Utopia Sprawl. Is this Ponza? Big red-green nonsense. We drew an Aether Vial. We're gonna crack our Bloodstained Mire to grab a... Got a Blood Crypt, pay the mana. Oof. Play a Snoop, find a Snoop on top. Probably not what you want to see. Should have attacked there, but I was too busy looking at the Snoop and banging my knee on the table. A second Utopia Sprawl. Kitchen Finks. Not what I expected, honestly. Green Devotion? Is this mono green Devotion? We drew a Snoop. Our Snoop now has the activated ability of a Krenko. Seems pretty damn good, honestly. Really good with the scope. Holy shit, that's good. This is what I like about decks like Goblins. The fact that we have 1,000,001 decisions here because we've got Goblin Matron, we've got Conspicuous Snoop. This makes Goblins off the mob boss as well. Okay, let's play a Snoop. Let's make 3 Gobbo. From Grumgully on top. So we've got the combo kill next turn. Okay, they've scooped it up. Now they've got Krenko in play and stuff. So, cool. Okay. Think they're on Mono Green Devotion. Hand's looking pretty shit hot, honestly. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Arbor from our opponent. We draw Field of Ruins. So we're going to go Auntie's Hovel, reveal the Skirk Prospector. Field of Ruins great if they stick a Utopia's Ball on their stomping ground. Clothis, God of Destiny. Okay, sure. Take them to 16. And then we're going to play Foothills, crack the Foothills. I guess we'll get a stomping ground and pay the life so that we've got the mana for Grumguy next turn. And we'll play a Snoop top of our library. I brought Thoughtseizers in because if I thought they were big green, as it looked like they were from the Finks plus Utopia pips, it means we can grab the big green payoffs in their hands, whether that be if they're a Ludicrous Genesis Wave deck, or just like Garrett and other things on the early turn. But it looks like they're straight up like red-green mid-range, and they think just might be something they're playing as a metagame call against Burn, perhaps? They go Bloodbraid Elf into Arbor Elf. They get slapped for 3 here down to 14. The Thoughtseize. Now the great thing about Goblin Matron here is that it allows us to go looking through our deck even further. It also resets the top of our library to try and like get something off of Snoop. And a part of me wanted to say if we should Matron to go get a Munitions Expert so we can try and kill a Mana Dork to slow them down, or whether we should just be pushing towards combo. I think we should just be pushing towards combo, honestly. I'm going to Matron here, so we don't want that land on top. We don't need. I'm going to grab Red, so next turn we can Redcap and kill something and also get towards combo. No attack. Bloodstained Mire on top of our mana. A lot of mana. Kitchen Finks, okay. That's not an Inferno Titan, so I'm fine with it. It does turn Clothis online. Collector Oof. That makes our Vials work. That's neither here nor there. We're going to take 7. We drew a Bloodstained Mire, so we're going to play the Bloodstained Mire and crack it for a mountain. It's on top of our life. Krenko being off deck there. It's a Munitions Expert, which isn't terrible either. If we go Pashalik Mons, sacrifice the Goblin Matron. Make a trigger, kill a black mana, make a Munitions Expert, who's then going to kill the Bloodbraid Elf. We could effectively wrath their ball by sacking everything, but it seems terrible to do, so we won't. We will not be attacking, we're going to hold back. They got 1 card in hand, they got 4 mana, 5 mana if they Clothis our Bloodstained 4. Bloodbraid Elf, sure. Hits a Utopia Sprawl, sure. Put that in their forest, sure. Turn Clothis on, which is not great. Okay, lock in here. We've got 9 devotion at the moment. So if we go to blocking, we put Snoopy Snoops in front of, and we put Munitions Expert in front of Bloodbraid Elf. Then if we kill the Arbor Elf with a sack to the Skirk, so we're going to say blocks like this. Then we're going to sacrifice Snoop for a red mana. Then we're going to sacrifice Pashalik Mons and ping the Bloodbraid Elf, killing the Bloodbraid Elf. Deactivating Clothis, we take no damage. We play the Blood Crypt tapped. Red murders Redcap. We'll then kill the Collective. They're down to 5 devotion. Maybe I should have killed the Kitchen Finks because that would have pushed their devotion further down. Next time we untap, slam Grumguy and kill them. As long as they can't kill us. Pashalik Mons are going to shoot us for 2. We go to 2 here. Quite the where they want it to be. No attacks. Sweet. We play a Foothills that we don't need. We play a Grumguy and we just combo kill them now. We have infinite red mana. We have a Murderous Redcap that comes back with a counter because of Grumguy. Yeah, they're dead. This comes back as a 1-1 but gets a counter so it's no longer persisted. Then we sack it again. It persists again. Infinite red mana. Infinite damage. GG. Goblin Combo E. Right then, so, yeah, fine, we've got a removal spell, we've got a Snoop. What more could you ask for in this cruel and unforgiving world? Our opponent's called It's an Archive. I like it. Are they actually playing Mill and their name's It's an Archive Trap? That's impressive. Gonna leave with Bloodstained Mire and pass the turn. Perhaps actually not playing fetch lands is best against Delay Archive. No, dodged a bullet. Oh yeah. Means they're probably 5 now, while we know they haven't got one. Let's get Bloodstained Mire. Grab a mountain. Well, actually, our life is a fucking resource. Let's grab a kill us. They can't even lift that cannon. Conspicuous. Can't even fucking say words. Conspicuous. Oh shit me. Conspicuous Snoop Doggy Dog enters the chat. Haha, easy for you to say. Field of Ruin on top is nice because it showed up Isle. They actually did have Archive Trap in hand and they fired off. If we hadn't fetched there, we should have fired off the turn before when we fetched. Maybe they made a mistake. Who knows? Kiki Jiki is now in the exile zone, as is one of our 2 red caps. I guess they fired it off to get rid of the Field of Ruin there because they didn't want a glimpse to mill us for 10. We're down to 23 cards in the library. Pashalik Mons on top of our library, so that's nice. Through the Pashalik Mons, there's a Conspicuous Snoop on top of our library. I'm going to just get the Pashalik Mons. In some ways I want them to mill our Snoop. We don't want another Snoop on top of our library, honestly. That said, I guess we can go Munitions Expert plus Snoop next turn to get 2 bodies on the board. Miracle. Okay. To draw Trash Master, because that's just gonna... So we mill for everything we untap, so that's 3 mills. We draw the foot. 18 cards left in library. Play an auntie's yes. Like, attacking them here is bad. Do we have any Trash Masters in the main deck? Yes, we do. We have 1 Trash Master. Is it in the graveyard, though? No. And we've got some mate. I guess we want a ringleader to try and find them. Doesn't seem good, does it? Leader 1. Find us. He's going to grab us a Munitions Expert and hopefully a Trash Master. We kind of need a scope. Oh, there's Trashy Boy. Oh, actually, no, it's not a shape. On top of our library, so we can use Snoop. Sweet. So we're going to go to combat. Kill the orb. That was good. That was real. Attack for 6. They're going to block 2 and take 4 and go to 15. Then we're going to sack our ringleader, blow up the orb, and okay, they block. Take 4, go to 15. Nope, they cast a spell. Shit. Fatal. Oh, well, I'm going to try and sacrifice the ping with the Parashilic Mon's trigger onto this. Not ideal, but not terrible. The fact that one of the cards in hand was Fatal Push means we might get there, maybe. When we slam Sling Gang, that means that every goblin we have, 2, 4, 6, 11? No, 10? 9. It's some amount of damage. Gets us another Mesmeric Orb here would be. Collective Brutality on Parashilic Mons is a crying. But it means they're not milling. We're going to draw a Trash Master. New. We're going to play Wood of Foothills. We're going to play Sling Gang Lieutenant because then we can swing with a pumped Trash Master. What's going to be under the Isle? For those that don't know, they get to cast. You may play the exile card without paying its mana cost if there's 20 or fewer cards in. That does make sense. And then we're going to get into the red zone. Goblin Ringleaders are kind of a liability here as they're like effectively milling us further. Okay, they've drawn a card and not done anything. 2 cards left in hand, sorry. We've got 13 cards left in our library. We can probably assemble a combo, right? Goblin Matron. I would love to use their ability. Okay. So, we want to just make a load of bodies and hit them, right? That's our only option now. We don't have a sack outlet. So we should draw our Aether Vial to be able to get there. Let's take the Goblin, crack our Foothills, thinning our deck by another card, putting us to 12 cards total in our library. Grab an Overgrown 2. Archive Trap us. Well, fuck. I actually... I hadn't considered that Matron enables an Archive Trap. That was fucking stupid. We would love to play Windmilk in Bad Boy, yes. I love the audaciousness of being like, yeah, I play Mill. My name is, I'm a Mill. So we're going to go Auntie's Hobby, Feeling Scope Prospect. We're going to play Scope Prospect. Now, I'm going to leave this Bloodstained Marge at the very end, and I'm going to avoid searching my library completely. Where I've, like, you know, waxed and waned on whether I want to play Eternal Magic much, I have got a little bit rusty in terms of playing against established, even tier 2 nonsense like Mill, and I love me. So the whole Archive Trap getting us thing, yeah, I was not prepared. In for 1. Go on, Skirky Boy, fuck him up. There's Miracle Orb, sweet. We need a Grumgully so we can, like, just insta-kill them on turn 4. So we're going to Orb, milling 2. There's the Grumgully, alright. Gonna reveal Grumgully. Then they'll have a window to push this Prospector or the Grumgully with the Murderous Strike. I guess they can also push either of them once it starts, because once it's in the bin, they have like a window. If they have no removal spells there, we'll be loving life. They mill themselves twice thanks to Miracle, putting a flooded strand of Visions of Beyond Island from our opponent. It's a nice, lovely Amonkhet one. Today is a sad... Yeah. They had it. Shame. Shame. We mill a load more, including our sideboarded Blood Moons. We're going to go Auntie's Hovel. We're going to reveal whatever we play this time, which I think needs to be the Trashy Boy. And that way, when the Redcap comes to play, it's a 3-3. Meaning it'll do 3 damage. When it enters the battlefield, then we can sack it to the Trash Master to kill them as Miracle Orb. Then it'll come back to 2-2. It doesn't combo like Grumgully does, because it still has a counter on it. There's a difference between putting a counter on it with Grumgully and buffing with a global effect like Trash Master. But it'll still do 2 damage on the return, on the second go round. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, going up for seconds at a buffet and like putting all the salmon on your plate, and then someone's like, "Excuse me, sir, I would like some salmon," and you're like, "I don't give a fuck. It's my salmon." Bloodstained Mire with no plans to crack it. Murderous Redcap. Trigger, shoot you for 3 with all my bodies for 5. Do I even want to let them mill one of this Mesmeric Orb? Probably not, honestly, because them milling themselves can enable Delirium for their scribes. Oh, I don't have a stop on my own end step. Fuck. That's because it's a new computer and all my stops are fucked. They milled a Hedron Crab. I'm not going to let them untap and mill me again. That's not a thing I'm going to allow it to do. So we're going to sacrifice a Goblin to destroy Mesmeric Orb. We're going to sacrifice Murderous Redcap. Comes back. 2 damage to the face. This. The trash man has cometh, and he is eating trash out of the garbage. What's your favourite piece of trash to eat, chat and comment section? Is it a rotten apple? Mine too. Mine. I'm basically even one of those streamers, right? Where there's no one there to talk to, so they're like, I better. Oh, no, there's people there, they're trying to engage the chat. So they're like, so, you know, like, what's your favourite version of Lassie? And everyone's just like, what the fuck are they talking about? Go, my goblins, fuck them up, son! So they cast darkness or whatever. So they go to 17. They ain't dead yet, friend. They take a bunch, though. Pretty dead next turn. So they cast Vision of Beyond, which draws them one singular card, because no graveyard had 20 cards in it. Hedron Crab was a blocker. Hedron Crab is by far my favourite crab in all of Magic. Hands down. Not even remotely. Drew a Field of Ruin. We're going to play a Goblin Ringleader, because I want to have all my cake and eat it. And I give it up. Cool. Okay, turn 1, Skirk Prospector. Into not a whole lot else, but I think I'm going to keep it. We can turn 2 Blood Moon, which might just be enough if their mana base looks precarious. Flood Strand, get a Watery Grave. Go on. I dares ya. I double fucking dares ya. Oh, yes. Come on. Everybody loves a good fucking mountain, right? Bloodstained Mire. Let's crack it. Let's grab a Blood Crypt and pay them mat life, just in case we want a munitions next turn and not Blood Moon. Pass the turn to our opponent. Do we get Archive trapped after we land the Skirk Prospector? You can't even lift that trap. Basic Swamp. Okay, that gives them access to, well, basic mana. I still think I'm going to Blood Moon them, though, because we get to play like Pashalik Mons and Murderous Redcap and Velic Progenitus. It might turn off our Munitions Expert, but meh. It's Glimpsy Unthinkable, sure. No attacks from the Hedron Crab, because they're a coward. Cool. Sacrifice and Skirk Prospector, Red Source, Colourless Source, Blood Moon. Here we go. Hopefully this just screws them out of having any blue mana. Now, they probably play some number of basic islands. Question is, do they have them in hand? If not, we've hopefully turned off all of their blue spells. And much like in most other formats, the blue spells are their best spells. Okay, that's not good. That's really not good. They're also missing a land drop. So this Blood Moon was good until they untapped and drew Mesmeric Orb. Okay. Conspicuous Snoop, to the rescue. Grumgully on top. Not great. We kind of want to just see Krenko next turn. But I guess we want to have more than one Goblin in play. Otherwise Snoop just taps to make one Gobbo, and that's not great. I guess like Krenko into Skirk. Oh, there's a Skirk. Which we're going to mill. Because of them. They played a land. It's a mountain. Second Mesmeric Orb. This is not good. This is not good. We need to hit lands and mana and... Fuck me. Okay. All Skirky boys! 2 Skirky boys gone. A second mountain. Attack with Skirk. Take them to 15. We have 26 cards in our library, but we are milling 6 a turn. 8 if we cast a 4-drop. I guess I just draw a land, slam Redcap, and that's the plan. I guess Ringleader can dig us into our Trash Masters, and the other one, the 2-mana one, the Crater Maker. How fucked are we? YOLO. Oh, it's more than 8. It's 8 for the lands. And then it's 2 per bot. Oh my fucking god. We'll have to kill him literally next turn. Okay, well. I didn't come here not to fucking Goblin Rodeo. So welcome to the Goblin Rodeo. Where all my little cowboys and Snoop Dogs are fucking yeehawing. Down 11. Next time we can attack them for a minimum of 6 down to 5. But we will not get a following turn. Because we're going to mill 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Oh, we're going to have very few cards left. I guess if we have on top... if we draw... No, we can't cast Grumgully. Oh, we drew the Blood Moon. Okay, cool. There's a Grumgully that we cannot cast because we don't have green mana. And we don't have a sack outlet anyway. So, draw the Grumgully. Find a Krenko. So that's neat. We can go bloop. Make some goblins. There we go. There's some goblins. And then we can go right click concede. Because we're dead. Fucking hell, Mesmeric Orb is so good. Okay, let's claw this fucking league back. We got this. Pheasantry. More like pleasantry. Am I right? Let's go ahead and keep this with Aether Vial, Matron, Mutants Expert. This hand is pretty fucking good, honestly. Field of Ruin into Aether Vial. We've got to keep them guessing, right? If they've ever seen a video of mine, they might think I got a handful of Flicker Wisps, but I don't. It's just Goblin Matrons with their little sticks being like, I'm going to spank your ass, little fuck. Basic island from our opponent. Is this mill again? I say our hand's good. Our hand can't really cast munitions. Oh, it can now. Okay. Let's go foothills. Pass the turn to our opponent. In the end step, we're going to crack our foothills. We're going to grab a red-green or red-black source, and we're going to activate Eighth File to make a scope prospect. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good end of turn. Thing in the ice. Thing in the ice. We can kill that. That can die. We can get there. I believe. Let's go make a Skirky boy. Get a crypt. Tick up our vial. Play an auntie's hovel showing off our matron. Ooh, matron. And then I can't believe I haven't made an all matron joke at all this video. Or I don't think I've made one playing goblins before. God, I'm a piece of shit. I'm gonna get a ringleader to refill our hand here. Attack the Skirk. 3 damage! That Skirk prospect is basically unblockable while this Vial is untapped. Oh yes. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Third land from them, they got triple blue up. Not where I want it to be. I don't really want to fire my ringleader into... Do I want to take up Vial? I'm going to say yes. We drew Munitions Expert, was exactly what we didn't want to draw, honestly. Let's go Field of Ruin. Let's go to combat attack. Now, ringleader's got haste, so maybe I should have... And now I'm going to attempt to ringleader that. Maybe this will get... Not ringleader, sorry, munitions expert that. Maybe this will get the counter magic out of that spell. Oh, of all the counter spells, it's fucking spell snare as well. Herpty fucking derp. Okay. On the upside, if they bounce the thing in the ice... Or sorry, if they flip the thing in the ice and bounce all our shit, we can revial in Goblin Matron. Going to activate Aether Vial on the end step. We have nothing to put in, so I'm just fucking with you. We're definitely ticking off our Vial now. Activate Aether Vial. Say yeah. Make a Goblin Ringleader. Let's have a look at the top cards of our library. What do we find? Woo! Oh, that's hot. Kiki, Grumgully, and Snoop Dogg. Okay. There. I guess I keep Munitions Expert up. Kill the thing in those after they cast a load of spells. Like, as the flip through. Then as they go, cast 1-drop spell, 1-drop spell, 1-drop spell, and have a spell snare. Cryptic command to return my vial to my thing in the eye. Up, pew, pew, get Sharknado. It doesn't look like, oh no, it's falling out of a ship and there's like, I guess Aether Vial is very good against mono blue counter spell thing in the ice deck. Okay, they've gone to, they don't want to play anymore. Sweet. This hand doesn't have a third land in it, nor a Scope Prospector, nor an Aether Vial. So I think I have to bin this on. Let's keep this. Let's put Overgrown Tomb on the bottom of our library. Fucking hell. If they counter our Snoop, we might not be doing anything for quite some time. But Snoop, if he lands, could be very, very good. Of course, there are spell snare decks, so they could spell snare our Snoop. They opt in response to our Skirk Prospector. Thing in the ice from our opponent. Cool, it gives us a turn to untap and play Conspicuous Snoop. Snoop, but I don't know how we kill this now. So Stomping Grounds, pay the life, and just slam the Snoop. What's on top of our library? What's on top of our library? Let's find out. A Thoughtseize. Okay, well we get to take the counter magic out of their hand, I guess. Let's go Bloodstained Mire, and we're going to crack it for a swamp, trying to find something on top of our library that isn't an Auntie's hovel, so that our Snoop is useful. Grumgully, eh? Sweet. Let's go Thoughtseize them. I guess we can't pretend we got Munitions Expert here, which is kind of rough. Let's go to combat attack them. Oh, we get to look at the hand first. Okay. Let's take one of their 2 cryptics away. Maybe taking the local spells was correct, actually, because then they won't be able to flip the fucking... Maybe, yeah. We probably should have took the opt. 4th lands. They now have Cryptic Mana up. We drew Grumgully. We'll play Blood Crypt. We'll go to combat and attack, and then they'll Cryptic Command my Murderous Redcap. Get in for 3. Got to force them to cast spells, right? So let's Redcap. Cryptic Command, counter spell, draw a card. Wow, that was predictable. Opt from our opponent. Casavantris from our opponent. Thing in the ice is about to flip. We have lucked out and found Krenk on top of our library again. So that's pretty sweet. Let's cast Pashalic Mons. They've got a Cryptic Command, which is going to flip their thing in the ice, which is unfortunate to say the very least. Let's make 2 more goblins then. Like sacrifice some goblins to make some mana. It flips. It bounces our board. I'm unknown whether I want to sack the Snoop so I can go Skirk and Grumgully and then just... No, I think I just want to replay the Skirk and the Snoop. Replay the Snoop. Replay the Prospector. If we can chump the Awoken Horror with like tokens for the rest of time, that'd be nice. They can now Field of Ruin us to get rid of the Krenko if the Krenko is long-term a problem. I guess they can set Adrift it before we get to untap it, so it will never really get to tap. They've got a kill spell for the Skirk. They're going to top the Snoop with the Set Adrift as well. Yep. So I'm going to draw the Snoop next turn. And then we'll just play a blocker to get in the way of the Awoken Horror. I think Trashy Boy can just go under the bus there. And then we want to draw another low-cost Goblin after the Krenko. No, they got an Archmage Charm. Okay, game 3. A painful fucking hand as we're going to go Crack, Shock, Thoughtseize them. Let's go Bloodstained Mire. Practice. Get a Blood Crypt. Pay the life. Make the black mana. Thoughtseize their face. Spell Snare, Opt, and Dismember. We're going to take the Spell Snare. Island from our opponent. We'll get to the Dismember to protect our Snoop as well on this turn. Skirky boys. We're going to go... That's a pretty good draw, honestly. We're going to Thoughtseize them. Take the Dismember. Spellskite. Okay. Play a Skirk. Skirk. They opt in response. Spellskite from our opponent. We've actually cut our Trash Master in game 3, which is pretty funny. Another Skirk. We're going to play the Snoop then to try and dig deep into our deck. Sling Gang on top. No attacks. Cerumen Visions from our opponent. Sling Gang, we find an 8th of on top of our library. Not ideal. I guess I'm just going to play Skirky Boy and then we can play Krenko next turn by cashing in both Skirks. And hopefully Krenko can get us there. They're going to have counter magic up eventually. They are casting options. You can Matron, but doesn't get us very far either. So we're going to go Skirky. They're going to have to try and counter that 8th of R, basically. I guess that leaves us just to slam threats until... Yeah, they have to counter the 8th of R because it turns off half their deck. They opt again. There's almost no way after 2 opts and a Serum Visions that it's basically Demonic Tutor at that point. Castle Vantress from our opponent. Grumgully on top of our library. Let's go to combat and hit them. I kind of wish we had a Morg War Marshal in the deck sometimes, like Matron here can go get a Morg War Marshal, which would be basically a desperate ritual in the deck with a Scope Prospector on board. But all that tap, all that jazz. And go Matron. Because drawing Grumgully here is just shit. The Archmage Charm that, sure. And then I guess I'm going to sack the Prospector here and play an 8th of Vial. 1 time no Spell Pierce. And now our Vial can tick up. And, well, they've obviously got the Cryptic Command to challenge it, I guess. That was an awkward turn, and I'm not sure if it was good, but at the same time, I can't just sit around on 2 lands hitting them for 2 every turn, because they'll take over the game with their counter magic and then eventually land in a thing in the ice, and yeah, fuck me, I guess. Oh, fuck. Okay, that's fucking brutal. I forgot about the 3rd clause. Fuck me, that's not good. Okay, well, I guess I'll tap it. Shit. Oh, it's so bad. Fuck. Well, I guess we use up a Snappy and a spell in their hand. Okay. Grumgully. Yep. Well, fuck. We couldn't... Our alternative that turn was to slam a Krenko or a Sling Gang off of our Skirks, but they had the Archmage Charm, so they could have just countered it, right? Yeah. So there was we had no other line other than to sit on the board with what we had, but then we would have got ambushed by the Snappy the following turn. They must have just drawn it. Let's Thoughtseize them going to 9. We can't even play the Grumgully next turn off his on his hover we're drawing. They're going to counter it and draw a card, which is fine, because, I mean, it got it out of their hand. They would rather cantrip it than have us take it, I guess. They must have, like, a land plus a Cryptic at that point. What we really want to see on top of our library when we draw that anti-hovel is something like a Pashalic Mons, or a matron. Matron would be really good. Just some playable 3-drop so we can get some tempo back. Because at the moment we've lost all our tempo because we're not using our mana. A Field of Ruin, our Blood Crypt, which allows us to get a forest. Fuck off. Fuck off. I've kept 1 munitions expert in post board because... Oh no, maybe I've kept 2 in, to be fair. Because it kills Thing in the Ice, right? But the fact that we were like, oh, they're gonna blow up our land, stop us having a land, and then we go out forest, and we see the fucking red-black. Fuck me. Fuck off. Okay. Doesn't matter. It's okay. I've got this. I've got this. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, good. They're activating Aether Valve to put Thing in the Ice in. Fuck. Oh, and a Clique too. Okay, you know what? We got completely fucked up. Really needs to draw more than 2 fucking lands all game. I think I'm going to call it there. The 1-3, I'm not going to try and claw back to a 2. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope Goblins brought you some joy. The deck does seem fun. I just think I'm probably just really shit at Magic. Hit the like button, subscribe, and next time you're kissing your loved ones upon the arsehole, think of my milky embrace and be like, you know what? I could be out there doing a lot better than I am right now. Why am I kissing this unwashed arsehole?